All right, so I'm here with Eloise and Stephanie, and they're just giving me a quick tutorial on how they make a map. So Eloise has started with a geologic or a satellite photo of this particular area, and this is the area we're going to be studying in. That's going to be near our camp, and we're hoping to be looking up in this area here for some gossans. What they are able to do is she's got a wonderful data table that she's going to call up right now that has all kinds of information about individual gossans. So each line here is a different gossan. So she's programmed in the latitude and the longitude of that gossan. So that's this column here. So we can see what is the exact coordinates of that gossan. She's given it a name, and she's even told us where she's gotten this information, as well as how confident she is in that information. So you can see that most of this information is very precise, and occasionally we get down here to something that is just sort of precise. We're not entirely sure about it. So we're going to go back to the map, and she's going to actually toggle on over here in the menu bar. She's going to toggle on those gossans, and all of a sudden these blue lines appear everywhere. And this is actually the gossan that we're hopefully going to be studying. There's another one here and another one down here that'll be in our research area. So we're going to be going and checking those out. But gossans certainly aren't the only feature on in a region or on a map. So she's going to show other features called diapers. They're going to pop up in green, and so we've got a few of those features down here as well. And this is the diaper that I had the opportunity to visit in 2008. Got some samples for that in the classroom, but there's lots of these around in the area as well, and these were created with a similar table to the gossan table. So she was able to call up coordinates from a variety of different sources, whether those sources were publications or other maps that she then corroborated. But obviously you guys probably haven't seen a lot of geologic maps and geologic features when we've done mapping in geography, but the one thing that we do always want to know is, well, how much am I going to have to climb up? If I want to climb from my camp here, how high up is that going to be? So she's going to add in some topographic relief right now, and these are our topographic lines, which tell us, what is the change in elevation, and the distance between each of those lines, or the change in elevation between each of those lines, is 10 meters. So we can see that some of these hills, as we come from this glacial area here, and then we have to walk all the way up this hill, that's going to be a fair hike. And the closer those lines are together, obviously the steeper the hill. But we want to know, where did this information come from? So Eloise actually has a different table of information where she's gotten all of her topographic information from. And so each point of topographic data has an indication of its elevation, and that data has certain coordinates that are built into the mapping system, this map. And the mapping system she uses is called QGIS. QGIS, yeah. Thank you, Eloise. So it's called QGIS, and they got their data, that original picture that we started with, if we go back to the map, that original picture, that satellite image, which service did you use to get that from?
SE World Imagery.
SE World Imagery.
Yeah.
And that is how we can take some data, and obviously the coding that goes on behind the scenes here is pretty elaborate, but that's how we can take data from a variety of different sources and end up with a wonderful map that's going to show us not only where we're going to have to go, but how we're going to get there and how hard the journey is.